Well, hello, everybody. Day 3 of the Flip Back Movement, my accountability video. And listen, y'all keep surprising me. Thank you so much for the comments. You guys were awesome yesterday. Just letting me know that you think it would be a really cool thing to have my kids in the book. So we're totally going to do it. I talked to my kids. They're 100% on board. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm in my office today because some of you were worried about me videoing while driving. I get it. So I'll just do it from here. Okay, so I had this thought, as we're building this book together, I have lots of stories and things that I'm going to be adding to this book that were not in the first book. And I thought maybe I'll just share one with you. Tell me, you guys, if you feel like this is a story that would be good for the book. So here's kind of what happened. This was within a couple years of publishing the book. I got an invitation. I spoke at a church event, and at that church event, there was a doctor who was at that event. And he was working in kind of an inpatient rehab facility. And he thought that the message of gratitude could be really impactful. And so I was going about once a month for probably more than a year to this rehab facility. And what I do is I'd talk about flipping the gratitude switch, and we'd give books to those that were there, struggling with addiction and in the middle of their recovery. And this one day, I remember it was so clear. This one day I get in there and the doctors pull me aside and they say, and some of the helpers and workers there, they pull me aside and they say, hey, listen, there's going to be a guy that's going to be in here and I don't know what you're going to get. He came in last night. He's basically going through withdrawal and he might be a little unruly. Is that unruly? That's how you say that, right? You guys, I have a speech impediment. I had a speech impediment and had to do speech therapy when I was younger. And so sometimes our words, I'm never sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Unruly. And I didn't know what we were going to get from him. I had no idea. And he was just kind of muffling and mumbling. And, so I do the talk. It was awesome. Like we would do the talk. I'd have a chance to sit around afterwards and just kind of talk to everybody, get to know everybody. And I'd always get to participate in the Serenity Prayer, which was just such a cool experience having everybody there. So we get through the talk. The guy had a few outbursts, not a big deal. I come back it was either the next month or 2 months later. I don't remember. And I come back again, I see some faces I recognized and some I didn't recognize. And afterwards, again, it was just awesome. I had a chance to sit with everybody. There's some people that didn't have books or wanted their books signed. And so there's a little lineup. And this one guy, he stands at the back of the line. And he made sure he kept going to the back of the line. He was kind of waiting. He gets up to me where I was and I go to sign the book. And I was like, hey, what's your name? And he tells me. And I go to sign the book and he goes, you don't remember me, do you? And I'm like, oh no, right? Because I meet a lot of people. And I was like, oh no, am I supposed to know this guy? And I was like, oh my gosh, buddy, I'm so sorry. I don't remember you. And he said, a month ago, 2 months ago, whenever it was, he was like, I was the guy in the back of the room who had just come in the night before and who was in the middle of detoxing and was a little unruly. And he proceeded to tell me that gratitude and some of the ideas and concepts and frameworks from the book had been impactful and important as he was going through recovery. He looked like a new man, totally new person. He'd been fighting a really tough battle and it looked like he was coming out on top. And I just always remember that because, when we wrote the book the first time, it was kind of like, I'm going to write it for my kids and I hope that they like it. I hope that one day they'll take the ideas and they'll use them. And I knew it was impactful for me, but you never know if it's going to impact anybody else. And this young man and the impact that gratitude and some of the frameworks from the book, the Flip Formula, had on him and the impact that it had during his recovery was kind of earth-shattering for him. And as a result, it was earth-shattering for me. And I will be forever, I don't know his name, but I will be forever grateful to that young man. So here's the ask for today. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm asking for help. We're going to do this thing together. So number one, do you think that is a story that I should include in the book? I hope it's not too personal. I think it's the reality of what gratitude can do and how it can aid in facilitating certain aspects of mental, physical health, and even overcoming aspects of addiction. But if you have a story where gratitude has been impactful to you, whether it's been, as a result of Flip the Gratitude Switch, or just, somebody else who's much more talented and a far better, storyteller, writer, et cetera than me, and it's been impactful, will you do me a favor? Will you email me at kevinclayson.com, kevin@kevinclayson.com. And will you just share that with me? And if you don't want to write it, that's totally fine. Like, we could jump on a quick call and I'd love to just record it and then I could transcribe it. But if Flip the Gratitude Switch has been impactful to you, if there's a story where it somehow made a difference for you, I would love that. I would love to feature you and your story, whether it's anonymous or it's with your name in the book. So number one, let me know if you think that story was good. Number two, if you have a story, will you let me know? Email me, kevin@kevinclayson.com. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.